How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the LAIR. And today I have some more historic best of one for you. I call this one Demolish the Mind. This is a Yorion deck, so Yorion is going to be our companion. He comes in at 4/5 flying, and it says your starting deck contains at least 20 more cards than the maximum deck size, which is 80. When Yorion enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control and return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. We are skipping all the way to the 3-drops. We're going to be running 3 copies of Banishing Light. As an enchantment, when Banishing Light enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. 1 copy of Clear the Mind, which is a sorcery. Target player shuffles their graveyard into their library and we draw a card. Full playset of Narset, Parter of Veils. She comes in at 5 loyalty, and her static ability says each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. And in her -2 ability says look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Full playset of Blood Sun, which is an enchantment. When Blood Sun enters the battlefield, draw a card. All lands lose all abilities except for mana abilities. 3 copies of Teferi, Time Raveler. He comes in at 4 loyalty. His static ability says each opponent can't cast spells only any time they could cast a sorcery. His +1 ability, until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. And then his -3 says return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand, and we draw a card. 3 copies of Oath of Kaya. Also a legendary enchantment. When Oath of Kaya enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. And then whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures, Oath of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player and you gain 2 life. 1 copy of Crucible of the Worlds. This is an artifact. You may play lands from your graveyard. On to the 4-drops, I have 3 copies of Shatter the Sky. It's a sorcery. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, and then destroy all creatures. 3 copies of Demolish. It's a sorcery. Destroy target artifact or land. 3 copies of Rubble Reading. Sorcery. Destroy target land and then scry 2. 3 copies of Raul Storm's Conduit. Comes in at 4 loyalty, and his static ability says whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Raul Storm Conduit deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. His +2 ability says scry 1, and his -2 says when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for those copies. 1 copy of Narset of the Ancient Way. She comes in at 4 loyalty. Her +1 ability says you gain 2 life, and we can add either a blue mana, red mana, or white mana. Spend this mana only to cast a non-creature spell. Her -2 says draw a card, and then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Narset of the Ancient Ways deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to target creature or planeswalker. And then her ultimate -6 is you get an emblem with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. 2 copies of Whirlwind of Thought. It's an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. On to the 5-drops. I have 3 copies of Elspeth, Conquers Death. It's a saga. The first part of the saga says exile target permanent and opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. The second part says non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. And then the final chapter says return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter or a loyalty counter on it. 3 copies of Nicol Bolas, Dragon God. He comes in at 4 loyalty, and his static ability says Nicol Bolas' Dragon God has all loyalty abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield. His +1 ability says you draw a card, and each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control. And his -3, destroy target creature or planeswalker. And then his -8 is each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. And then on to the top end, we have 3 copies of Ruinous Ultimatum. It's a sorcery. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. 3 copies of Inspired Ultimatum. Sorcery. Target player gains 5 life. Inspired Ultimatum deals 5 damage to any target. And then you draw 5 cards. So yeah, this is a land destruction / control, mid-range control deck. We can do some really fun things with this deck. If we have a Raul, we can copy or demolish or a Rubble Reading. What else? We can also copy our Inspired Ultimatum, Narset of the Ancient Ways. If we discard any of these more expensive spells, we can do damage equal to its converted mana cost to target creature or planeswalker, which helps with defense. Nicol, Bolas helps with card draw and also defense. Also a way to win the game. Elspeth helps us recur any of our early planeswalkers. Shatter the Sky, board control. Banishing Light's early removal. Clear the Mind helps us return all of our cards from the graveyard to our library. Narset helps us dig. Blood Sun I'm using in combination with Lotus Field, because if we have a Blood Sun on the board and then we play a Lotus Field, it just comes into play and we can tap it for 3 mana. We don't have to sacrifice, it's not hexproof, doesn't enter tapped. And then what else? Othokaya helps us, little spot removal, some life gain. Teferi Time Raveler is amazing with our sorceries, and he's just amazing in general. Crucible of the Worlds to recur lands that we destroy, and I'll get to that in a moment. So that's pretty much the deck. Getting into the mana base, I have 3 Memorial to Wars, so this is the land that we're going to be using late game to just blow their shit up and then recur it with hopefully a Crucible of Worlds. I have 1 Glacial Fortress, 4 Hallowed Fountains, 4 Godless Shrines, 2 Isolated Chapels, 4 Sacred Foundries, 4 Savai Triomes, 4 Raugrin Triomes, 4 Interplanar Beacons, and 4 Lotus Fields. We have a 4.1 converted mana cost, running 34 lands, 0 creatures, and 46 non-creatures, 14 planeswalkers. So let's go ahead and get into some new games, see how we do. Like always, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Also, drop me a comment, talk about strategy, strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. Also, tell a friend or family member if they enjoy Magic as well. Share the channel with them, and thanks for watching. So let's go ahead and hop into some games, see how we do. Sayovar, the Clarn Avatar. Alright, so we have a 2-lander here. 2 ultimatums, a Clear the Mind, a Ral, and a Nicol Bolas. We will definitely mulligan this. This looks much better. We'll drop the Clear the Mind. Play the Savai tapped. This is the first rendition of this deck, so well, it might already be dead. Play the Savai here again. Oh, I'm done. Blood Sun gets rid of Memorial to War. So we'll have to change that. So we will have to get rid of the Memorial to War. I just realized that. So that gives us a few extra slots. Decks. Demolish the Mind. So we'll get rid of 1 Crucible. We will add 1 Shatter. Cut 3 of these guys. White, red, black. let's go ahead and try this. What's up, Whip Coffee? Appreciate you tuning in. My episode yesterday on my YouTube channel was dedicated to you. In case you didn't catch it, I did a, I guess you could say a Naya token / Planeswalker deck. It's pretty cool. Had some pretty exciting matches. Footed Dioso. Alright, so we got a beautiful 3-lander here. We got a Whirlwind of Thought, we have Teferi, Ruinous Ultimatum, and Narset. We'll keep this. The double blue for the Narset kind of makes me nervous, but I'm confident we'll draw at least another blue source. Okay. Also thinking about maybe cutting down one of the Ruinous Ultimatum for some more land, probably. Let's go ahead and play, I guess it doesn't really matter, we'll play the Sacred Foundry tapped. Tesla Champion. Okay. We will play Teferi here. I'm going to bounce the Cetessan.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Just trying to slow the game down a little bit.
This up as I go.
Okay, opponent did not play a land.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take out this. Interplanar Beacon is nice. Nicol Bolas is nice. Today we're doing a 4-color, it's like a land destruction control style deck. Still in the experimental phases. 5, 6, 7. So we have to do something, but I don't know if we can. I don't think this will work. He's probably got his entire hand filled with cheap enchantments.
Prepare.
So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna maybe cut 9, 10, 11, dead. Try every time. Let's take a look here. Definitely can cut 1 Ruinous, 1 Inspired. Let's bump up the Oath and the Banishing Light. Alright, so Coffee, here we go. So it's a Yorion style deck, control, like I said. We have our enchantment removal, Banishing Light, 3 Elspeth, we got Shatter the Sky for board clear, Narset to help dig. Blood Sun draws us lands and combos with our 4 copies of Lotus Field, so it just comes into play like a normal land that we can tap for 3 mana of any color. Helps us ramp. I added an additional Oath of Kaya here for spot removal, gain some life. Also, if we have any of our Planeswalkers, it will help us gain some life and stabilize as well. 3 Teferis because he's amazing. Clear the Mind helps us reshuffle our graveyard into our library. We have some land destruction, which I think will be pretty fun. Raul Storm Conduit, if we have him on the board, we can -2 him and then destroy 2 lands. Narset of the Ancient Ways is a fantastic card. We can throw away our Ruinous Ultimatum or Inspired if we absolutely need to, and she can kill off a creature or planeswalker. Nicol Bolas is a game-ending card, also card draw. Elspeth helps us recur our early planeswalkers. We have 2 Whirlwind of Thought for card draw as well. Our game enders, Ruinous Ultimatum, destroy all non-land permanents. Inspired Ultimatum, we can also -2 on these 2 as well, late game, and get a double trigger. Ruinous Ultimatum is not as necessary as the Inspired Ultimatum. And then, so yeah, we have 4 Interplanar Beacons as well to help gain some life. We have our Yorion for late game where we can rebounce some of our stuff. But that's basically it. So I made some tweaks. Let's hop back into some more games to see how we do. Alright, so we got a nice 4-lander here. We'll keep this at a double blue for our Narset. Go ahead and start off with our Raugrin. Kenshiro 77. So we'll lead off with our Raugrin. We're gonna need double blue, so let's do Godless Shrine here. That way we can play Note of Kaya. Play Glacial here. Let's Oath of Kaya here. I think next turn we Rubble Reading, honestly. Oh yeah. Only want to shock. Play our Rubble Reading. Just destroy this Blossom Sands here. Blood Sun's nice. Let's just draw some cards. Don't know if I need more land at the moment. Bottom that. Black Blade of the Forge. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Blood Sun here. Get a nice Whirlwind of Thought. Ugh. So we'll play Whirlwind of Thought here. Next turn we'll play our Narset. Oh, it's a Steel Leaf. Okay. Play Narset here.
My prowess is unmatched by
I love how these don't come into play. Tap untap now. It's so sick. Let's activate Narset while we still can.
just the trick for
Oath of Kaya is nice. But I think we need to take the Banishing Light, right? Let's do Banishing Light for now. Okay. I'm gonna take the Steel Leaf. I don't want him to have anything to equip onto. However, if he does play a legendary, he can just equip it anyways, like that. So let's
Hone your prowess.
take the Oath here. Recast it anyways. Draw a card. Keep this one. Do 3 damage. Let's do Rao here. Now we should be able to do Bolas.
Yep. Odds of victory look good.
Oh, but even Interplanar Beacon leaves. So we'll plus here. Scry 1. Another Nicol Bolas.
I make it rain just for fun.
Let's bottom him. We already got one anyways. I want to be greedy. Another Danitha. Okay. Let's go ahead and he quit. Damn it.
In exchange for
We're just gonna-
eternal servitude.
We were just about to have some fun. I was about to start hitting a dual or double demolish. Take out his lands. But yeah, the deck is basically just designed to be extremely annoying. Okay. So let me double check how many lands I'm running here. 54, okay. That should be good. Let's go ahead and hop into another one. Coffee, did you get a chance to check out yesterday's episode? I wanted to know what you thought. I made 2 different versions of the deck. One with Planeswalkers and one without that seems to be a little bit more aggressive. Titona 98. So we got a nice 3-lander here. We got some Banishing Light, we got a Whirlwind of Thought, we got a Kaya. Looks good to me. Keep this. Seed up. Lead off with the Raugrin tapped. Yo!
Hey, dude.
What's going on?
Not much. Hey, no, I just wanted to hit you up because one of the guys that was at the open mic that I was at on Friday night just posted on Facebook that he tested positive for COVID.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't anywhere near him because we're not friends or anything. So, like, I literally did not go near him. And he went up, like, after I already left. But I just wanted to let you know,
Oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I texted my boss and I was like, hey, so... And he was just like, quietly pack your stuff and go home. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, no worries.
Right?
You want me to go home? I'm cool with that.
Right?
It's like, I hated being back in public.
I hear you. Nice.
Plus, compared to the rest of the people I work with, fucking these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about nothing. But
True.
yeah, so I just wanted to hit you up, let you know. You know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, you're fucking working at a restaurant, so.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, it's so early and it's so, like, it's probably still all out there anyways, you know? Like, we go to the grocery store, like, half the people probably have it, you know?
No, for sure. You know, I was just trying to be proactive about the people I've been around.
For sure. All right, man. Cool. Well,
I was like, God damn it! I was totally gonna hit you up for a tattoo.
nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be going out of town. Let's see, what are we doing? Saturday. So I'm free the next couple days. If you want, just hit me up and let me know.
Yeah, maybe after you get back, because I can't, you know, I'm just gonna be smart about it and stay home.
No, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, then again, I've already seen you, so what's the difference?
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's up to you, man. Whatever you prefer.
Yeah, how long are you gonna be out of town?
Just for the weekend. Coming back,
Okay.
coming back Monday.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right, cool, man. Appreciate the call.
All right, man. Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, bro.
See you soon.
I'll talk to you.
Peace.
Later. Okay, now I'm more interested in killing him so he doesn't get any. Oh wait, I can't kill him now. 3, 4, 5. So he can activate this regardless. Okay. Got a Blood Sun here.
Past, present, and future are bound by threads. With thoughtfulness before action.
Guess we'll take an Oath of Kaya. Can't even double Oath of Kaya. We do shut down his card draw though, that's nice. Assuming he's just gonna go face. He doesn't. Okay, we're still alive.
You are a mighty warrior. I can see.
All right, on time. So let's activate Yorion here. And then let's... Well, actually, this guy's nice. Just kind of gain some life, discard a card. I think honestly we can just give it the Blood Sun. Opponent is going off with the Banishing Lights. Keep going, bro, because I'm gonna shatter the sky on this. He's getting some value from his... So let's shatter the sky again. Another one, I love it. Should I wait for that? Yeah, I think we should, right? Yeah, let's wait. Now we can play our Nicol Bolas, which is nice. Or we could probably just Shatter the Sky again. Okay. So let's play our Savai. I don't think it's worth it to play Yorion just yet. Could Shatter the Sky again. So let's Shatter the Sky again. Draw another card. Now I think we shuffle. Okay, I'm not taking all of the routes. There's a Narset. I wish I had more mythic cards for. Okay, we do not. Let's get rid of one Ral. So I've got 3 red, 2 white, 2 blue. So we get Inspired Ultimatum. So that's nice as well. He's plussing. These are all enchantments. I think Ral is the least. He's the least valuable at this point.
I never back down to the challenge.
So let's -2.
This experiment has shocking repercussions.
And let's cancel that, sorry. Start you. Damage to him. You. Damage to you. Alright, keep the Godless and we'll pop the Clifftop. Elspeth is nice. Teferi Time Raveler is nice. We'll keep that. I think honestly we will play Godless. Just waiting for him to play something so I can kill it. Sigil of the Empty Throne, okay. We need to. We need Elspeth here, right? There's the Banishing Light.
This isn't over.
Let's move here. We want to get rid of this, right? Let's Elspeth, you. He doesn't have a lot of those in his deck. And then let's play Teferi. You bounce him.
I know my responsibility.
Well,
I got this.
here's our Lotus Field. That's untapped. I think we just discard the Hallowed Fountain here. Got lots of land, so we're good. The Archon. Okay. Starfall Mystic. Okay. Seal away. Okay. Alright. So let's plus.
I'll protect
Let's Yorion. We'll bounce you, we'll bounce you, we'll bounce you. We'll draw a bunch of cards here. So I have Elspeth coming back for him. The Oath of Fire for him. Let's do this. That's a beautiful thing. So we'll just plus here. Assume he's gonna go for the land. He doesn't. Goes for Seal Away.
No weakness I
So
cannot
next,
exploit.
end turn.
right on.
3 damage to you. Elspeth to you. Okay, discard a card. I don't think we need the Lotus Field anymore, fortunately. So I feel we're pretty good here. I'm about to hurt his feelings here with his Ruinous Ultimatum, though. Whole movement's been leading up to this. Poor guy. So let's just do this. Just do all this shit. Sorry, man. He said it at least. Oh, don't quit. Alright. So we got beat by Mono Red, of course. We got beat by a Celestia Enchantment aggro. But we made 2 people quit, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm liking this new build. I feel like maybe Blood Sun is... By the time we can cast it, right? It's just such a big deck. I'm still undecided. Ooh, 2. So let's do you. Ball drop. So close, I just need 1 more. 88 days, there, we got that. Yeah, I don't know. How good is this Lotus Field, right? 'Cause it's 4 slots. What would I use it for? Maybe another Teferi, another Demolish, another Rubble Reading, and maybe another Nicol Bolas. It's 3. Let's keep it like that. Fuck it. Let's hop into another one here. Alright, so we got a 3-lander here. No blue mono, which I'm kind of worried about, but we do have a 3-lander. We have an Interplanar Beacon. There's our blue source. The taps. Godless Shrine. What's up here? Five colors. Alright. Five colors. Teferi.
Auto time for a break.
Let's try and Banishing Light him first. See if that works. It does. And we can demolish, I guess, the red. It's hard to say what this deck is right now. Super Friends. $5 Super Friends. Oh, very good.
Shoulder force. Keep up the pace.
Let's play Raugrin here. Throw Spiral. Strong 1. Open Kaya could be useful. Cool. Love me some jank.
Hold that thought.
So let's play Raugrin. Let's... Gotta get rid of this one, right? Let's Shatter the Sky here. Do land some damage to Teferi. What's on the neutral this? Opponent has a shitload of land and an inexorable tide. What if you cast a spell? Proliferate. Just quit there. Cry every time. Alright, I got time for one more. King. Oof. I guess let's keep this right here with Blood Sun and Lotus Field. It's amazing. Although I guess we would have to get to wait till we get 3 lands before we play it. Well, hopefully we get to that 4th land. Alright, so we'll lead off with Savai. The Temple keeps on top. So we got our wish, we got our... This will be nice for our Ruinous Ultimatum. Let's play Interplanar, let's play Blood Sun. Shatter the Sky as well. Let's play that, and we'll do this. I want to draw any cards. So Lotus Field is down now, so even if he kills Blood Sun, then I don't really care. So let's just go ahead and play the Savai Triome, play untapped. I think honestly, Rubble Reading, take out. Okay. Inspired is nice. 1, 2. I think it's good. We'll get that on top there. Let's pass and see what our opponent does. But no, it's good. Narset. Let's play. Let's Inspired Ultimatum. Let's go ahead and hit him this here. I'm pretty good about this.
I shall miss your company.
Let's play the Narset again.
I have practiced against meditate. Prepare.
I think it's Banishing Light, Elspeth. What am I getting this card all stuff back? It's just Yorion here. Another top. Another one. So 2 red. 2 black. Leave. So what do we have? Start with here. Elspeth. Please stop. Please stop. Yorion. I guess we just bounce you and you. Right? Draw a card. Please do some damage. That's nice. The Cobalt's nice. So I think here we just destroy this, but it's not we're so happy. That's fine, I guess. Inspired Ultimatum, we can clutch your land. It's plus here. Another Blood Sun.
My schemes are never ending.
So that's Banishing Light. Damn it, I always quit. Alright guys, I think that's all I've got for you today. Really enjoyed the deck today. It was really fun to play. Felt semi-competitive. I'm going to be posting the new list in the deck list in the description of the video. And like always, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. That's DREMORIAN'S LAIR on YouTube. If you're following me or watching me on Twitch, I can be followed at iDremorian if you're on Twitch. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channels with them. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is fucking sweet. Oh, she want a treat. Sit. Sit. Oh, what are you hitting you in the face recently? What's up? You want it? Or, you like it? Or Turkish? Sure. it's okay. It's okay. Sweet. Oh, the freaking speaker. Oh, this. Oh, the speaker. Oh, the speaker. Oh, the speaker. Sweet. Get down. Good girl. Yep.